Well, good morning. Today is April 16th, 2020, so it's Thursday. It's 1 a.m. on Thursday. Brad is putting air in the tires of his work truck. We got some beef jerky and some energy drinks for him. We are on our way to Los Angeles so that he can do some internet maintenance. We went to bed at 7 o'clock last night. And we lay there until we fell asleep. I think I fell asleep around 8. I think he fell asleep around 7:45 or something. Not too far apart. And then we woke up at midnight, left at 12:30, and now we are at 7-Eleven. I am so excited to get on the road. It just feels good to get out of the apartment. I mean, I know I'm not getting out of the truck. I know I'm not technically going anywhere, but like as far as getting out of the truck and going anywhere, but it just feels so good to get out, even if it is just to be in the truck. Gosh, it's so weird. I know it's 1 a.m. right now, but the amount of cars that there aren't on the road, like normally in Vegas at 1 a.m., you'd see cars all over the place. We're at a 7-Eleven on a somewhat busy road at 1 a.m. on Thursday. And there are no cars out. And this is, okay, there's this one car over here that's leaving 7-Eleven. And you know what Brad and I were saying yesterday? We haven't seen homeless people lately. Like when we go out, it's like everybody's gone. It's really kind of creepy because, after living here for a while, you kind of get used to seeing homeless people a lot, living in a city. And I have not seen any homeless people. I think I saw one yesterday when I went out to the Dollar Tree. That's pretty much it for the last week or two. When I have gone out, I'm just not seeing homeless people. I don't know where everyone went. I'm not sure how to feel about that. It's kind of weird. I'm so excited. If you look, the stratosphere's lit up. The last time we went out, it wasn't lit up, and it just felt like we'd been defeated or something. I don't know. It just felt weird having it off. And, the stratosphere is a very important place to us. It's a historic place in our lives because that's where we were staying when we decided to move here and when we fell in love with Vegas and everything. It's just so nice to see it lit up again. I know it sounds silly, but makes me feel so happy. So I'm gonna record this just so you can see what is lit up in Vegas on the Strip, and well, from afar, and what's not.
Even the highway signs are neon.
Yeah, it stands out even more than normal. The things that are neon that are on with so much being turned off, but so the Luxor light is not turned on. It doesn't. I don't see it. Do you see it, Brad?
You can see it clearly from here.
You do?
You would see, if it was on, you would see it very clearly from here.
Sorry, I haven't had my coffee yet. I'm kind of, huh? Oh, that sign says UFC Khabib versus Ferguson, April 18th. Nope. Not gonna do it. Oh, it makes me so sad. I was so excited about watching that pay-per-view. We were gonna go to one of the casinos and we were gonna watch it. We've been planning it this whole time.
The Ferris wheel's lit up.
Yeah, the Ferris wheel is lit up. Just weird how we were just talking about how many things in life you take for granted, or not that you don't enjoy them, but you don't enjoy them as much as you will after all this is over. There's the Ferris wheel. Of course, it's not moving, but at least it's lit up. Normally, I think it's moving all the time, but obviously nobody's in there right now. This is so weird, though. Look at these hotels. Every room, the light is off. This is not how Vegas ever looks. Wow, look at how dark Mandalay Bay is. Not one.
There's the Luxor.
Oh yeah, there's the Luxor, completely dark. Can you see it? Just where that little red light is, that's Luxor. And there's the Mandalay. And then I'll show you Allegiant over here.
The home of the Raiders. They allow the construction to continue.
Yeah, home of the Raiders. Oh, isn't that beautiful, though? Look at how it sparkles at night like that. It looks like it's got a bunch of black sequins on it. It's beautiful, actually. I can't wait. I can't wait to go to a Raiders game and go watch UFC pay-per-views again. Go to hockey games. So it is 3:15 in the morning. We just passed through Yarmo, California, and we're on our way to Barstow. And there's really nobody out here still. The only thing that we're seeing is a lot of, trucks out here. So you can rest assured that drivers are working very hard to get everybody their Amazon and their food. And that's pretty much most of what we're seeing are trucks trying to get things delivered. So lots of FedEx, Amazon, and food trucks out. We are between Victorville and Rancho Cucamonga, and look at the traffic. We are literally just sitting here. I don't know. I thought
4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, 4:30 in the morning. So I don't know if there's an accident up there. I'm trying to figure this out because I thought everybody was staying at home. That's an awful lot of people up there. I mean, I know some people still have to go to work, but dang, right? Isn't this crazy though? We are in Redondo Beach, California. And Brad and I bought a little condo up here to hang out when we want to go on vacation, right on the top floor there. That big penthouse. Yep, that's what we bought while we were here today. Isn't that right, baby? And then we woke up. Little puppy getting walked. There's the ocean over there. Such a quaint little town with so much personality.
Oh, this is the place that has those amazing burritos.
Amazing burritos right here. More ocean down there. I don't know if you can see it, but...
Yeah, I'm trying to find them.
mean, with 3 cars parked there, that's basically just people. Brad got his work done. I slept the whole time in the back of the truck. He put the seat down, and it's one of those nice long seats, so I laid on it and slept the whole time. And then when he did his paperwork that he had to do afterwards, I read my book, so it was a nice, relaxing morning for me. I wish Brad could sleep and I could drive, but I'm not allowed to drive his work truck. I'm not on the insurance. That, and I really have no business driving a big truck. I would probably total it, but so one thing that we're finding that we're just having to get a little bit creative with is going on the road during a lockdown like this or a quarantine. There's nowhere to go to the bathroom because, yes, fast food places are open, but you can't go inside. So it's been very fun trying to figure that part out for me. Luckily, the rest stops are still open. And then when we go to fuel up, if we go to a truck stop, they always have bathrooms that are not only open, but clean. So that's what we're doing. But otherwise, we're on our way back now. It was just a quick trip out there. It wasn't, for pleasure. It was for business. I just thought it would be so fun to bring you guys along, show you some of the scenery, give you guys a little siesta. It does. It feels so good to get out of the apartment. And I'm sure it might feel good for you too, just to see some different scenery. And I feel like you went with us. Do you have anything to add, Bradley?
I'm tired.
Bradley is tired. Yeah, I think I mentioned that. It feels like it was yesterday, but it was this morning at midnight or whatever when this video started. We woke up at midnight. So it's just been really weird going to bed at 7?
I went to bed
30. Yeah, I went to bed at 7:30 or 8, something like that. And then waking up at midnight and being on the road all night. It's just been kind of weird. So we're in Riverside and there's traffic and everybody's cutting each other off. And I mean, there's not the kind of traffic you'd probably normally see here. But to me, this isn't normal
LA traffic.
Right. I'll probably flip this around so you can see how it looks. But I'm surprised at how many cars there are out here. There's the mountains over there. Do you know what mountains those are, sweetheart?
Not off the top of my head. I used to be able to tell you.
Now I can't see them anymore. Oh, wait. Maybe. There they are. I don't know if you guys can see them, but
it's odd to be able to see them from here because usually there's sea fog and or air pollution over the region.
Yeah, I was reading that online that
that we can see the Himalayas.
Oh really? Oh geez, I thought that guy was gonna hit you. No, I was reading online that the air here is so much clearer than it's been in like 50 years or something. And so you can see things that you couldn't see before because of all the smog. And apparently the water is like cleaning up in different places too. Like everything's getting so much cleaner now that people are staying home. I guess because people aren't driving so much. There's not so much pollution in the air. I don't know. Something about us not being out. Yeah, it is a pretty fountain. I got it in the video too, so our friends can see it. But yeah, so this is not the kind of traffic that you would imagine on the outskirts of LA. However, it's a lot more traffic than you would expect right now, is what I'm saying, I guess. It's definitely pretty out here, though.
Worms go out, worms the peanut leave your snout.
I've noticed so many songs that I was sang a lot as a kid. I don't remember the lyrics to. And then some of the most random songs, I remember all the lyrics, and I think, huh, how? I don't know. Here's some fun hills by Corona and Anaheim. Way off in the distance there's the mountains, and I'm not sure if it picks up or not, but sorry about the dead bug carcass on the windshield. It happens.
Oh, we're in Riverside County.
Yay, Riverside County, Corona.
Which is relatively...
Oh, Sharona, not Corona. I can't even imagine how tired you are.
Don't try.
I am exhausted, and I took a nap, and I'm not driving, so I can't even imagine. I just feel bad for you, babe. We are now in Victorville, California. We've got some beautiful rocks up ahead here. So where are we, baby? Do you know?
We are between Barstow and Prim, somewhere on the California side. Oh, okay, so we're probably 45 minutes from Prim.
Oh, there's a rest area in 2 miles, it says. Okay. And we were just talking about how there's just nothing out here. And then every once in a while we'll see a house that's abandoned, but completely stripped, and then tagged with like a bunch of gang stuff. So we were thinking, this is the kind of area that you don't want to get stranded, or you don't want to pull over and like get out. You know, maybe I'm sure the rest stop's fine, but you just don't really want to. It's like the hills have eyes kind of stuff. Or so then we were talking about all these movies where creepy things happen, and having fun with that. Like Hostel, The Hills Have Eyes, The Breakdown, Wolf Creek,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a good one. I don't know. I think weird stuff like that sometimes. Like, yeah, if I broke down here and I started walking towards civilization, I'd never be seen again. Creepy. Here's our fun rest stop.
It's the second from the last, heading north on 15 into Nevada.
Looks a bit like a small prison. I think. Doesn't it look like a prison?
I could pass this one.
Yeah, like a little one. So we're somewhere near Baker, California, and I think we're getting pretty close to the border of Vegas. But the reason I started recording is the name of this road, I don't know, ZZZ YZX, I think it was. I just think that's too funny. I think I'm gonna go look up why it's named that, what the history of it is. And I think I was reading at one of the rest stops about these dry lakes, and I think this is a dry lake right up here.
This whole area was carved by glaciers during the last major ice age, which is why some of the mountains are so sharp.
There's some pretty Joshua trees on the side of the road.
So we're blossoming.
Yeah.
It only happens for a few days a year. Is my schnoz covering up the lens?
Your nose? No. I got some of your full profile in there, but not just your nose.
So about half an hour ago, we were at 2,000 foot elevation, and we just passed the 4,000 foot elevation marker.
Yeah. $4,000 feet. There's definitely places higher, but it's still.
Well, that's a drastic increase on land. That's about a third of a mile increase in elevation.
Yeah, my ears are not excited about the situation.
And if I remember correctly, Vegas is at about 6,000 feet, which is a little over a mile high above sea level.
I believe you're right, sir.
They have a marker somewhere past the Good Springs exit that says the elevation of the valley. Oh, shoot, 85. I'm gonna crash hard tonight when I go down.
Oh, I bet.
2 coffees, a soda, 2 energy drinks. Woo, lordy.
Okay, Brad wanted to tell you what this is.
So it looks like a solar farm, but it's not. It does harness solar energy, but not in a solar panel kind of way. The little objects on the ground are actually little mirrors, and they are reflecting sunlight into the central tower, which is then accumulating the sunlight and turning it into energy. And so, even though it looks like the towers are emitting light, they are actually receiving it.
Pretty neat. And you said there's only a couple of them?
There's only 5 or 6 of them in the world that last I knew.
Wow. Well, it would have to be somewhere like this where there's a lot of sunlight, I would think.
Yeah, if it's got like a temperate climate, that's a disqualifier for something like this.
Wow.
So it has to be somewhere that most of the year is cloudless. I mean, it rains in this area in the spring, but summer through winter, it doesn't rain all that much, if at all, out here.
Super bright.
Yes.
However bright they look, it's brighter in person.
Yeah, it's one of those things you don't look directly at, especially if you're not wearing eye protection.
Kind of like an eclipse.
Yeah, and I read that this facility here has actually the access road, which we're going to pass here shortly, has an underground tunnel, so people who come and go from there during the day don't get blinded as they get
Really?
Yes, to protect them from the solar reflection and refraction. I don't remember this exact science behind it, but there's something very distinctive from normal solar power besides the mirrors on the ground. So yeah, that white light is coming from all the mirrors collectively pointing at the tower, and then the mirrors adjust over the course of the day with the position of the sun in the sky.
So fascinating. We are now entering Prim.
Here's the Nevada border right here, the screen side.
I was gonna say, now Prim should be in Nevada, but I didn't notice we went over the border. But here we are about to go over the border, like Brad just said. So up over here is a place called Whiskey Pete's.
That's on the left.
That's what I pointed at. Let me do the driving, okay? What is it Clark Griswold says? Honey, please, I'll do the driving. Okay, so anyway, that's Whiskey Pete's, and that is where, Brad was just saying, Bonnie and Clyde's car that got shot up is. And I'll go back to that in a second. But then there's this neat little outlet place. And then let me go back over here, show you Whiskey Pete's. There it is. Let me come back over here. This is Buffalo Bill's Resort Casino. And this has a very, very old roller coaster. It's one of the old ones that was originally made out of wood. Now it looks like it's got metal on it now. Maybe only I should look back there, if that's okay.
I was so enthralled by your narrative.
I'm good at this, right? Now we are entering Jean, and there's this neat area here. It's a casino. It's Terrible's Hotel and Casino. And there's Terrible's they own a bunch of gas stations all throughout the greater Vegas area, and I think in California too. But yeah, so that's the hotel and casino that they have. We're realizing how many casinos we now need to go visit when everything opens back up. White Castle, home of the Crave. Oh, okay.
I'm sure your male followers aren't looking at that billboard.
Yeah, right? We are back in Vegas. There is the Strip, where we just went past it. I just wanted to sign off. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed going on this day trip with us for work. Well, I don't want to call it day trip, for work trip. Yeah, we're just going to go home and lounge around, go to bed early, and get some rest. You guys have a great rest of your day. I love you. Bye.